Welcome back to Craving Cars. My name is Corey, and this is your June UpToDate. This month we have a lot of stuff going on, so I'm going to refer to, I've got some notes here, so just kind of try to keep the ball rolling a little bit smoother. But just want to let you know that before we jump into this video, that this is kind of a semi-sponsored video, so we are going to be talking about the event that is going through that sponsorship towards the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, we do have a lot of stuff to cover for this month, a lot of events, pretty much something going on every weekend. Let's step to it, where we start off. Craving Cars is going to be in St. Louis this month. Craving Cars starts off in St. Louis. This month, Craving Cars starts off in St. Louis. And the first event of the month is going to be a Streetcar Takeover. And unlike the kickoff party we had here in Kansas City, of which we did cover, so make sure you go back and check that out. We're going to have descriptions of all this stuff below, so make sure you check these out, and the events, of course, that we're going to list in here. And then, of course, you can go to their corresponding Facebook page and yeah, check them out, see if you want to go to these events. But Streetcar Takeover, this is going to be one of their mini race events that they have throughout the Midwest. We're not going to be able to make, Craving Cars isn't going to be able to make too many of them this year, but we are definitely going to at least get out to St. Louis and check out that event. And it's going to be, well, it's the Gateway Motor Speedway kind of place, but it's not Gateway no more. It's actually called, I got it right here, Worldwide Technology Raceway. So, interesting. We'll call that the WWT Raceway. Surprised they haven't already did the initial thing, but yeah, so we're going to go to one of the race events, and of course we're going to see more of the drag racing and some other things that they got going on. Of course, at that time they'll have a little car show and some other little events, contests, and stuff like that. So we'll be there. But while we're in St. Louis the next day, so it'll be June 2nd on a Sunday, we're going to check out the St. Louis European Car Show. And that's actually put on by like St. Louis Motors or things like that. So it's actually a place that has some really nice cars. You know, we're talking like sponsorships that have like Bentley and Rolls-Royce and Lamborghini and Aston Martin and Lotus kind of cars. So we're going to see a lot of really cool, you know, European cars at this show. And from the looks of it on Facebook, they have quite a bit of people already showing that they're interested or attending. So that's going to be pretty cool. And the fact of, I mean, we've been to all German show before, but that was just straight German. I don't think we've ever been to an all European, so it's just going to be all throughout European cars. So that's going to be really cool, and I can only imagine right now it's going to, you know, have some really cool cars. And of course, hey, we're going to be in there in the Golf GTI, so hey, we are going to be, you know, country correct here. Yes. Unfortunately, not being here in Kansas City, that same weekend on the 2nd, of course, being the first Sunday of the month, you're going to have the Crossroads Cars down at the Crossroads Center, down by downtown Kansas City. So if you're in town, on that Sunday, if there's good weather and all that stuff, go to Crossroads Cars and check that out. So sorry, Henry, I'm gonna miss another one, but I plan on being there the next month. So we'll cover that in the July UpToDate. So we'll get to that. We're a month away from that one yet. So all right, let's go on to the next week. And the next week we got a couple little things going on, and the Kansas City Automotive Museum is kind of putting on kind of a different kind of show with the help from Stephen Cook from the KC Cars and Coffee guys. But this is the, I want to look at this right here. This is Oddball and Obscurities show. They tried it for the first time last year. They had a pretty good turnout. And it really, you know, it's not your typical normal cars you see a lot. It's like really weird, wicked kind of stuff, old and probably fairly new or whatever. And it's just going to be a bunch of weird, well, it's in the title. It's oddball and obscurity kind of cars. So I mean, kind of the theme that they got going on, of course, is going to be they're celebrating the Quirky cars. So you want to come see some Quirky cars at the museum? Then definitely check this out. This one is that next weekend, so I think that is going to be the 8th. Yes, Saturday on the 8th. So check that out because, well, we are. So you either wait to watch what we covered or just go to the show. Just go to the show. Now, the following day, we have a little thing put on by a group called Iconix KC. These are kind of a group of guys I met last year and kind of towards the end of the car season kind of thing. And it's just some some good enthusiast car guys. They like to go out and cruise a little bit, kind of do some things. Well, they're going to put on their first event. It's going to be the iconic KC Grill and Chill out at the Shawnee Mission Park in, I'm assuming that's Shawnee Mission, or it's in Kansas. So, and we're talking like, you know, they're going to have some grills, some hamburgers and hot dogs and some chips and soda and water and maybe a few dessert stuff, cookies and things like that, of course, that you can get for a very small price. But to be idea, I mean, all that money is just basically to cover, you know, their expense and all this stuff. So it's not like they're looking to try to make a bunch on this. They just want to get out. It's in the name, grill and chill, man. They're going to grill. We're going to have some food. We're going to have a small little car show and just kind of hang out, chill out. We're going to have some fun places, of course, with Shawnee Mission Park for, you know, kids to be kid friendly, of course. Hopefully we'll be close to like the playground or something like that. Kids can play, maybe some other games and stuff. But man, we're car guys. We're just check them out. It's in the link below. Iconic KC Grill and Chill. I will be there for sure. So, of course, then the following week after that, we are talking about June 15th, which is the following Saturday, and we're going to be back out at the Kansas City Automotive Museum because that's going to be one of their cars and coffees, and this is the one where we're going to have some pancakes. You like pancakes? You like sausage? You like all you can eat with all that pancakes and sausage for only $5? So then you need to go to this event right now. You just need to go. We've been there before. Fun times. They set up I think it's Chris Cakes, I think is what it is, and they're going to set it up. They're going to just flap some pancakes around, flap them on your plate. You grab some sausage, get some coffee and juice, and yeah, just have a good time. It's at the museum. I mean, it's going to have some car people, and we're going to have some pancakes. I mean, it's cars and coffee with pancakes. Can you go wrong with that? I mean, can you? I mean, really? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Unless you don't like pancakes. All right, so moving on. Okay. So that same weekend, we're going to try to hit, I don't know exactly what Craving Cars is going to be up to. Of course, for the rest of that weekend, we're going to try to hit some other little cruise nights and hangouts and stuff like that. But we also, in June, if not maybe in July, might be the month we do this, to do a little bit more individual car videos and reviews, of course, with some of the local people that were interested in having that done. So we're gonna do that, put some cool videos out for some people in individual cars. So let us know if you want to be one of them, and we can try to put you on. Let's try to get you in there. If you got something different, you got a story to tell, some history, we can get into that too. But let's kind of move it on into going into the next weekend. And actually, we're gonna start with this on a Friday instead. So this is gonna be the 21st. And what's really cool about this is we got another new thing here. So we've got the KC Cars and Coffee Group are putting on another event. Now, this event's, just in case you're one of those normal cars and coffee guys that don't like to get up in the morning, you don't have to, because this is a cruise night. So the KC Cars and Coffee are trying out a cruise night. They're gonna still, well, I mean, it's in the coffee, it's in the name. So we're gonna be meeting up at, let's get this right, hold on, The Bean. That's in Spring Hill, Kansas. So it's a coffee place. So meet up there and actually have a night with KC Cars and Coffee. So that'd be pretty cool. Friday night, why not? So the next day, on Saturday the 22nd, there are a couple events that I don't know for sure if we're gonna make them or not, but we're gonna check them out. But we have the 35th annual Mustang and Ford show, which is gonna happen at the Bass Pro Shop out in Olathe. So never been to that show. It's a fairly decent sized show. If you're a big Ford person, especially Mustang for that matter, I say you go check it out. I mean, even if we don't make it, I think you should go check it out. I think it'd probably be pretty fun time to go. And that night, now that's kind of during more of the middle of the day. So that night though, out at Grain Valley, Missouri, they're going to be the Destruction in the Valley Demo Derby. What do you think? So Destruction in the Valley Demo Derby. So, well, it's a Destruction Derby deal. I don't know if you've ever seen a bunch of cars just, mashed into the side of each other. I've never actually been to one in person. Just watched videos and shows and TV and movies and Fast and Furious and all that kind of stuff. But never actually been in one of those in person. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it there or not, but I think we're going to put a little tag on the calendar for that one, because it just might be a fun kind of evening. seen a bunch of cars smash the crap out of each other. So if you've ever been to one, let us know down below what you actually thought of it. And if you've never have, then there's one coming up on the 22nd of June. There you go. Now we're getting into the last weekend of the month. Now this is what we talked about, is kind of a partial sponsorships kind of video today for the UpToDate, and we're going to get into that. But just so you know, in that last weekend we've got KC H2O, which is a Kansas City local, kind of more, I mean, it's a European, but it's more of an Audi and Volkswagen group. And I'll be honest, it's a lot of really nice cars. I've been to a couple little things, and I plan on trying to make this one. The last one was canceled due to weather, but this is one of their, it's a Friday night, and it's their June Cars and Cones. So something a little different. So meet up at an ice cream shop type of place. This one I believe is going to be in Sheridan out in Kansas. Once again, link's going to be down below, so check the event if you have an Audi or Volkswagen, you've never been with the group before, or maybe you have been with the group and just didn't see that where this was posted. Check it out. It's going to take you to the Facebook link. So that's just a fun time, just hanging out with a bunch of like-minded car enthusiasts with the same kind of stuff that you have. And obviously I have a Volkswagen Golf GTI, so it's kind of up my alley on that one. And so that seems to be a pretty cool group of guys. And actually, to be honest, they actually did some really cool stuff of raising money for the National Orange Popsicle Week for the stroke awareness type of stuff that NOPW does. So if you haven't checked that out, we've got the Fuel House video where we had the NOPW pop-up events. So go back and look at that, and you'll actually, in the video, there is a trophy there with a plaque with KC H2O on there. And so that was very cool. They raised over like $3,000 to go towards the stroke. Basically the funds to help buy equipment and help people that's either had stroke or to help prevent people having strokes. So yeah, very cool for KCH2O to do things like that for the community. And of course, the 29th of Saturday, of course, if you got a nice free morning, you've of course got a couple of options. You've got the monthly KC Cars and Coffee event out at the Heartland Community Church out in Olathe, Kansas. And you also have the Caffeine and Chrome, which really isn't that far from there, and it's at the Gateway Classic Cars. And once again, last Saturday of every month, they're doing their thing. And of course, hey, it ends up being kind of a rainy day. Caffeine and Chrome is indoors, so you can still kind of enjoy yourself. Now, if it's not, they also have, people showing up to kind of have a car show on the outside as well as what they have on the inside. So there's pretty cool. Unfortunately, I could not check out last weekend. They had their Gateway Classic Cars. It was their 20th anniversary, so they kind of had their event, and we were kind of out of town, and then I had some other events I had to go to, nephew graduating high school and stuff. So there's that. All right, and the last event, of course, of the month, we've got June 30th. It's a Sunday. We've got the KC Showdown Car, Truck, Bike, and Auto Competition Show of 2019. This is an annual event. This has gone on for a few years now, and it's put on by KC Showdown's promotions, and of course they're doing some awesome stuff of grouping together. I mean, it's kind of like the same kind of thing, like you can go to like Streetcar Takeover kickoff party and just see everybody that has anything, whether it's trucks and cars and old and new and bikes, and they all get together. So the diversity, it's pulling everybody together, and that's what we're all kind of trying to do, and a lot of these shows and stuff we're trying to put on is everybody get together, we have a common interest, and it's just a really good time. And better yet, we were talking with the guy in charge, the man of the hour, of course, Danny Eddy from KC Showdown. And let's see what he has to say about it. Let's adjust this a little bit so I don't look too white. There we go. Well, hey, we're off to meet someone that's been kind of special in the community of the KC car scene. And I think we're going to have a little bit of good time. We're going to meet him. A gentleman named Danny Eddy. Guy's head of the KC Showdown that we're going to be seeing later this month. It's going to be a great time. Let's go check him out. This is Danny.
How you doing?
Danny Eddy, of course, right there. KC Showdown is where he lies. This is where his specialty. Now, the car community here is good.
It's strong because you got a lot of people that do a lot of different things. You got imports, lowriders, classics, hot rods, rat rods, greaserama, stuff like that, World of Wheels, and then why not bring everybody together? And that's what our show does. And as long as we can get people out and enjoy the show, have fun, and bring people together,
you did a car show, which was cool. That's what started the thing, and I'm not going to disagree that that was probably the best choice ever.
Yeah. Huh?
However, what is it that Denny has? What is it? What's the motivation for cars? Why cars?
Why cars instead of something else like a run or, you know?
Yeah. So what is it? What's your personal? Obviously, you like cars.
Yeah.
But what started that? What started you for your personal passion of wanting to do cars? Because you're not just going to start a car show to do a car show. You got to have some love for cars, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to be into cars. It's definitely. You know, we've been around cars for, 20, 30 years now, and just liking them so much and seeing how much they changed and evolved over the years, just crazy. I love lowriders. We're driving the import myself, but I love lowriders and stuff like that. The paint and all that good stuff, and the graphics and all that. And
there's a lot of detail put into it.
Oh man, so much.
Inside and out.
And my wife, she deals with a lot of stuff with the cars, and sometimes she loves it, sometimes she hates it. She'll probably kill me for saying that, but it should be all right.
I can relate on what he just said.
Yeah, there you go. It's fun though. I mean,
awesome.
Kansas City's pretty badass at, for their love of cars and stuff, and it's like people
really
like
are.
you that bring it to the forefront, and let us,
do what I can. Yeah.
film about it and stuff like that. I think it's fun, and I think as it goes along, it's only going to get bigger.
Absolutely.
We've seen like people like at Streetcar Takeover, Justin Keith and all them, they're bringing in thousands of cars for a one-day show. That's what we're trying to get to eventually. KC Showdown will be there one day. We're going to be up there with the big guys. Even though we just started out, we're getting there. We try to bring everybody together, and that's more or less what it's going to be.
It's yeah.
Hey, it's bringing people together.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Denny?
All right.
Awesome, man.
All right.
It's been a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
know you and to do this and kind of work with you as you're going through your shows this year.
Yeah, I
And of
appreciate
course,
it very
we'll be doing
much.
some more stuff. Thanks for sticking around, guys. And once again, Denny Eddie is back to the studio. All right, so don't miss out on the KC Showdown event. Of course, we're going to be there. We're going to be doing full coverage of that event. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. It's down at the T-Bones, or at the T-Bone Stadium, and down by the Legends in Kansas, and up by the racetrack and all that kind of stuff. So one more thing we're going to add to this. Now, the night before the KC Showdown thing, there's also a little thing called Block Party on the Boulevard. And that is somewhat of the kickoff party for the KC Showdown. Now, this is going to happen Saturday night on the 29th, June 29th. It's going to happen down there on the Boulevard. Links below. Just so you know. Okay? There's not a particular address. It's just a matter of where it's going to be. And it's kind of like the First Fridays Kickbacks kind of place. I mean, we're Southwest Boulevard, and you got the highway going over. Boom. Big block party. We're talking it's parked all along the sides of the road. I mean, lots of stuff going on, some vendors, and some music going. It's just gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Did you not want to have fun? Okay, well, we're gonna be kicking it at that party. Be back out at the T-Bones, of course, the next day for the KC Showdown party. And yeah, guys, that about wraps it up. I appreciate everybody, of course, who is going out of the way to put shows on like this, of course. Thank you, Denny, for helping me be part of KC Showdown and help kind of talk a little bit more about what's going on. We're going to have some more info. We're going to have some more little stuff talking about KC Showdown coming in a couple weeks before the show at the end of the month. So stay tuned, of course, for all of that. Appreciate all of you. This is a great time that we have with all this stuff. Of course, don't forget to, hey, you like this video? Like it. If you don't like this video, you can still like it, just so you know. It does help. I'm just want to let you know it does help. And hey, share this video to all you know, and of course, subscribe if you haven't done that already. If you want to make sure you don't miss any future uploads, of course, you can hit the little bell icon, and that will, of course, will notify you every single time we get a video uploaded so you don't miss a thing. Now, thank you so much for joining in today. I'm Corey with Craving Cars. We're going to be signing out for the day. And to all you cravers out there, keep craving. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. This might be taking a while, but that's what they make editing for. We cut this part out. This is no good. That's gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent, but that's gonna do it.